Well, greetings and welcome. Thanks for joining us for worship this morning. I am recording here from Northwest Ohio, my old stomping grounds, where I've been able to see some family this week. It's been a great thing, and being able to celebrate with my grandfather, who just turned 93 yesterday, an amazing man, and it's been great to see family again, to catch up. Though there is a little bit of bittersweet that's mixed in with this trip. Partially because when we first planned on getting together here, Ohio was one of the states where it was safe to travel in the sense of not having to quarantine when coming back to the state of New York. And last week that changed, but our heart's intention of being with family and spending time with them did not. And so there is an element here that makes it a little bit more challenging. And this morning it's kind of a bearer of bad news in the sense of having to push back our services, our first in-person gathering, one more week to August 9th. Now, I submitted myself and our ideas on how we could still meet together on the 2nd, still have me maybe preach and do it online, do it pre-recorded while we were quarantining. And yet there was a clear indication that our first time back after 4 or 5 months of being apart, that I should be there. I wrestle with that because I never want to be the one who says, oh, it revolves around the pastor and we can't do anything without the pastor, any of that kind of thing. I try to push back from that a little bit because the body is much bigger than one person. And yet I understand it, and I respect the fact that as really the lead elder of this congregation, I want to be with you too, especially at a coming back together service like we'll have. So I've received that, and it means though that we'll have to wait one more week before getting back together. And like I've said in my last video, we'll keep you up to date with all the details regarding that, and we'll have those posted on our Facebook page as well as sent out in an email if you're on our church email distribution list. So thank you for your prayers in the midst of that. You know, it's a challenging thing, and looks like more and more so individuals and families are going to have to wade through what it looks like to travel and come back and all of that. We felt like this was going to be best for us, for the congregation, even as we're honoring the Lord and honoring our local officials and government officials. With that being said, we do covet continued prayers as the body, as we find ways to plan to be together, to maintain unity in the midst of this challenging season. And really do appreciate you continually coming before the Father and praying on behalf of not only the body, but the work of the body that we do here at the Bridge, part of God's amazing mission to build bridges to those scattered around us, to be united in the life-giving work of Jesus. That's what we're about. End game. That's what we hope and pray and strive towards with all the grace that God gives us by His Holy Spirit.